Can't you hear him? His dulcet tones. The schoolmaster is in full cry.
No, she's come bearing gifts and family gifts, and enjoy your lunch. Andrew, I won't ask you to speak when you've got a mouthful of hot dog.
Yes, you will. You've done it before.
So have you. You normally wait until I've got a strawberry in my mouth.
Right, well, a little while ago we had Paul Kempin, the loadmaster, Natalie boiler-suited gentleman with a trilby hat who walks up and down the ring. At 3 o'clock we've got quite a spectacle coming up. We're going to have a lineup of heavy haulage engines, and they're going to borrow the big... It was built actually and delivered to Holland in 1917, and it worked around Utrecht until I think about 1942 during the war. And it actually finished up in the Dutch plant operators training school, where a couple of the teachers, instructors, took on the job of restoring it, and they set up a trust fund, and it's been operating ever since. And one of the original teachers, one of his sons, Frank, is still very much involved in running it today. Now we've got the railway loco on the move. You watch Kieran's at the back here with the radio, just telling his dad where to go. You see how that trailer... Years ago, he started with a cattle lorry, and he wrote a book from live load to wide load, and the boys have actually got some copies of it here, so when they're unloading the crane, if you give them a shout, they'll pick you up with a copy. But it's a marvellous read, because he was a great mischief, and there's all sorts of little scrapes he got into in the book, and even if you're not really a wild sort of transport enthusiast, it's still quite an entertaining book. If you are a transport...
They did get up there, but they had one or two problems. Easing off a little bit now. Yes, it is Gareth Buscombe driving. John Atkinson, the owner, is on the steering wheel on the other side. Still pulling hard, of course, until he gets that load over the slope. That's quite something. I wonder what that old engine on the back there, that old railway locomotive, is thinking of all this. I bet it never thought it would spend some of its time going around the field in Dorset. John Wakem's